And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Locke. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Switch. Regular. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. 6-3.
On first down, Locke. Ebron's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
We got 4. We got check out. Blue 90. Check. 11Z. Check out.
Luck now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
4 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Orleans Darkwa, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Blue 30. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Black 80. Hey, we got four now. Eight. Jackson.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Blue 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set. 180.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
Blue 30.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. Blue 30.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Blue 30. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
This is a Ajayi. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end right. Watch tight end right. Set. 180.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Roethlisberger. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Man, I got you. Let's go, Mexico. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end right. Wrong. We're wrong.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tighten up. 11Z.
Now a carry for Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Mack. the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
53.
Third and 2, Locke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're opening.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Anthony Walker leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly, read the football, and went and made the interception.
On the run, Darkwa. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Check. On.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Locke. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey. 4 down. Watch 85. Ball's going 85. Watch 85.
They'll run with Mack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Love. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Right. 675.
Throwing on third down, Love. And he's going to go down again. Shane Ray in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Sutton now to return. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Set. Like 80.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Four down. Set. Blue 30.
They run with a Johnny. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
To your right. Check nickel. Mike 55. 65. Kill. Check up.
Off of play action. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. T.J. Watt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
55 is mine, guys. 55. One day. 53. Mike, 55. Right there. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ben to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Jack 16. Set. 180. 41's coming.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So it's on to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. AB. Set. Blue 30. Big.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Set. Blue 30.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set. White 80. 26.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down. Set. Black 80.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 30. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
We're rolling. 12.
Out of the gun, Locke. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Safe.
Here's Mack. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm. And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Here's Darkwa. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike 5-5, Mike 5, Mike 5-5. Kill, kill, kill.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, like 20.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Back now here on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Snickers, 66. Set, like 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Jeffrey's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
4th down, like 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
After the interception, it's Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check out. Ready. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Flash is 27.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Third and long. It's locked. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Darquan. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again now with Darquan. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
12.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
And with it flagged down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
4 down. Check. 41. All right, let's go. Check 41.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, trying to make some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
4 down, 5, 6, 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Roethlisberger buying time to his left. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
They jump off underneath to Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
White 80. Gotta go. Check pass.
Now Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.